This is Hollywood. Matías Bombal with you. Sony Pictures Classics and Gravure Productions offer the latest picture, written and directed by Woody Allen, Irrational Man. It relates the tale of a philosophy professor without a sense of purpose in his own life. He's written several books and moved from one educational institute to another. We first see him driving his Volvo, taking a swig of single malt from a flask as he's arriving to his new Rhode Island campus. The professor, Abe Lucas, is played by Joaquin Phoenix in a role that has similarities to his last screen offering in Inherent Vice. Once on the campus, he's the object of the attention of two women, a faculty member, Rita, played by Parker Posey, and a luminous-eyed student, Jill, played by Emma Stone, in her second movie in a row with the legendary director. In this scene, just a few days after Abe's arrival to the campus, Rita makes a move.
How's it coming?
Blocked. Can't write.
Why?
I can't write because I can't breathe.
What would get you breathing again?
The will to breathe. Inspiration.
You need a muse.
I've never needed a muse before.
I hope you're not going to send me back out into the rain without sleeping with me.
I'm trying to write.
You're blocked. I'm going to unblock you. Or are you becoming infatuated with that student you spend so much time with?
It's wonderful to see Parker Posey on the screen again. I've always loved her. In some shots, her face was photographed in such a way that it reminded me much of Katharine Hepburn. If they ever make a biopic of Hepburn, I suggest Miss Posey for the lead. Jill, the student played by Emma Stone, is fascinated by her new prof, having read his books and curious to learn more about the man whose writing she had admired. She looks for every way to spend time with him. Jill also has a boyfriend, Roy, played by Jamie Blackley. He begins to grow weary of her intentions to the professor and senses that Jill is falling in love with Abe.
I don't understand. You've been in such a touchy mood.
I'm fine. I just don't want to go to the concert.
Yeah, but the only reason I got the tickets is because you said you wanted to go.
Well, I'm sorry, Roy. I just had a change of heart. Go with a friend.
Yeah, I will, but I was looking forward to going with you.
Well, I'm not up to it, all right?
I think you're losing interest in me because of Abe Lucas.
Oh, God, Roy. We have had this conversation so many times. He's a friend.
I think you'd be fine if he was more than a friend.
Well, may we please not discuss
But Jill,
this?
it's so obvious. It's obvious.
You know what? There's nothing going on, so you're paranoid.
Okay. Well, I'll just go to the concert with Mike.
Well, you'll have fun. Mike is sweet.
Jill goes on, undaunted with his fascination with Abe, and does indeed fall for him. His classes are interesting as he offers thoughts about Heidegger and fascism and shares memorable phrases like, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom." At a diner, the two overhear a conversation that inspires Abe more than a muse might. They hear of an injustice to a court judge that is imposing a strict sentence on a woman, and begin to formulate ideas on how to help the situation. Abe conjures a plan at first hypothetically, but then begins to think about acting on his ideas, sure that he might be able to escape any connection to the outcome of his planned existential plotting. Abe tells us in a voiceover, "It was at this moment that my life came together." In fact, there are voiceovers throughout the picture alternating between he and Jill. Abe was searching for a meaningful act to give his life purpose, and now that he has that in sight, his entire outlook changes for the better. But at what cost? To me, the biggest visual star here is the image of the movie itself in anamorphic widescreen, only the 5th time the director has used that format in his entire career. He has used Darius Khondji again, and there are memorable shots from that famous lensman that still linger in my mind after having seen the movie. Shots framing the actors against an archway. Beautifully lit shots along a colonnade in the campus. Stone and Phoenix in an amusement park funhouse. I think Mr. Khondji is one of the finest, if not the finest, cinematographer working in the industry today. I love the intellectual writing of Woody Allen. It's so good that even in cases where many of his movies are not well received, I'm compelled to make the pilgrimage to see each film just to listen and see how he expresses his ideas, whether they work out in an indelible finished result or not. I delight in the sensitive use of music that may be found in any of his movies. Some of his films transcend time. Others are quickly swept under the carpet by the movie-going public. To me, they are all worth seeing. With Irrational Man, I can see that some audiences may not be pleased with the way the plot winds up in this movie, yet I enjoyed it for the very reasons that I've just shared. The music featured, alternating between classical selections and Ramsey Lewis' classic 1965 recording of the Dobie Gray song The In Crowd, seems unusually contemporary for a movie from the director. Always clever, Woody Allen's latest makes Emma Stone shine. The Motion Picture Association of America has given this an R rating. This is your pal, Matías Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.